development project, I believe, have a fuzzy end and a sticky end to it. A fuzzy end where everything is all good ideas and a stakeholder that wants to create something, wants to achieve something, and a sticky end with developers trying to implement it and trying to make it real, create real value. But the real problem is that on today's market, it's very difficult to find what is our target. The target is sort of moving. And this Eric Rice writes a lot about it in his Lean Startup book, which I think is really good. You should read that. And our target is very uncertain. Lean is an excellent methodology for reaching targets. As long as you know what your target is, it's very good to help you go forward to the target. But if you don't know what your target is, it doesn't really help you so much. I believe that UX activities are excellent for creating the attraction for your launched products in the future. It is sort of the magnet that drags your customers to your future products. And before here we were talking about consumer products that actually has so much more user experience to it, because you can sort of see the income coming better if it's better user experience. But I also believe that products within companies like internal web services and such also need to have user experience, because if the customers want them, more people will buy them. So they need user experience as well. It doesn't show exactly people buying them, but it is important. So the thing is, to solve users and customers' problems is actually the attraction to your launched products in the future. That's what you want. That is your target, actually. That's what I believe, anyway. So, UX, user experience activities, helps you find the target. And Lean helps you go to the target. Have you seen these activities? Yes, I think you have. All these, oh, sorry. I go back. These activities are sort of the things that we interaction designers keep doing in our work. But I believe that they are really easy tools for any team member to use in a software development team. It is important to just get down to it and use them. So, personas, user journeys, user experience maps, storyboards, wireframes, effect maps, usability tests. They are the tools that can sort of get your projects going further, and anyone can use them. So, Lean, reach target successfully, and UX helps you find the target. It actually makes your product attractive fast, this methodology. But how? We heard about Johanna before her talking about how to work in an agile development environment and such. It's not so easy. It's all about your hypothesis. In the beginning, in the fuzzy end, you have many uncertain hypotheses. What will our product do? Who will use it? What kind of problems will it solve for our users? Why should our customers buy it? We all have ideas about that. Oops. And in the sticky end, if you've done your job well, you have verified those hypotheses and you have maybe come up with more other hypotheses. So if you keep verifying your hypothesis during the project, you will have a real product that solves problems in the end. So in Lean UX, you probably heard in the Lean startup loop, build, measure, learn. I'm sure you have heard about it. The building part is not only coding in Lean UX. It is actually a lot more. If you see your software development process like this, first you sketch on the concept, the big concept. You mock up prototypes and you develop. But in the beginning here, when the hypotheses are quite many, you don't know everything, you sketch, and for measuring, you do usability tests, like we heard people talking about earlier, take the prototyping and such. And you study it, and you learn, and you do better. While mock-upping, you also do usability tests, and study it, and learn, and do better. Eric Rice, he writes a lot about launching. I know you heard about it, maybe. He thinks it's very important to, when you're coding, sort of launch really early to your users and study how did it go. In this picture, I sort of just took the launching out of it. Of course, it's a lot of coding and testing internally and such, but in a big issue. Important to get it out there. Test, test, test. Sort of get a reality point of view on everything. So, I think don't see your product in a pink shimmer in the future. Sort of take actions to find the real reasons and create real value for your users instead. I think that's what Lean UX is about. That's it. Thank you. I'm not sure if there's any time for questions. Okay? Oh, awesome. No?
Can I ask then about the wireframe? Did you call it that?
Yep.
What is that?
Oh, sorry. Wireframes, sketches of interface, how the interface should look on paper or napkins or balsamic or Photoshop or anything. So visualizing the product, and it could be anything. Not so much focusing on which buttons or what kind of pictures or anything like that, just sort of trying to create something. That's it. Sorry for using words that couldn't be explained. More questions? No? Okay.
If you have time left, can I ask one more?
Yeah, of course.
On your last picture, you
Yeah.
had you started with a concept or whatever you call it, and then you got into more details,
Yeah.
and then going into development. How much do you do in that first concept?
That is a very, very difficult question. In some projects, stakeholders go to like marketing people and ask them to do sort of flashy prototype, and then they test it on users and so on. That's one way of going. Internal projects maybe have just a few weeks, maybe a month. Some people sketching up some kind of idea, stuff like that. You can say a how long is a stick? It's very difficult to say. That depends on the budget and the aim